What you're doing right now, you could be holding a single quarter in your pocket worth $1,000, $10,000, even up to $100,000. Yes, we're talking about a coin you've seen a million times, the 1965 Washington quarter. But there's a twist. Some of these coins were struck with major minting errors, or on the wrong plankets, making them ultra-rare and insanely valuable. Imagine finding a coin that slipped through the cracks of history hidden in plain sight. In today's video, we're diving deep into the most shocking, most expensive, and most overlooked 1965 Washington quarter errors ever discovered. You'll learn what makes them rare, how to identify one, and just how much collectors are willing to pay for them. You do not want to miss this, so grab your old coin jar, check that pocket change, and let's uncover the secrets of the 1965 quarter, because one of these coins could change your life. History of the 1965 Washington quarter. To understand why the 1965 quarter is so valuable in rare cases, we have to go back to a major turning point in U.S. coinage history. The silver crisis of the 1960s. Before 1965, all Washington quarters were made of 90% silver. But by the early 1960s, the price of silver was rising fast. People started hoarding silver coins, and the U.S. Mint was running out of silver to make new currency. To combat the shortage, Congress passed the Coinage Act of 1965, which removed silver from dimes and quarters entirely. Starting in mid-1965, quarters were made with a new clad composition, an inner layer of pure copper, sandwiched between two outer layers of cupronickel. The new quarters weighed 5.67 grams and had a completely different sound and feel from the earlier silver ones. Why 1965 is a transition year, and that's important. Because of the transition from silver to clad metal, 1965 became a chaotic year at the U.S. Mint. Some silver plankets blanks, meant for earlier years, accidentally got mixed in and struck with the 1965 date. These mint errors resulted in some 1965 quarters being struck on 90% silver plankets, even though they were never meant to exist. These transitional errors are among the most valuable and sought-after coins in the hobby. Most valuable and rare 1965 error quarters. Now let's look at the most jaw-dropping 1965 error quarters that sold for life-changing money. 1965 quarter struck on a silver planchet. Value: $5,000, $10,000 plus. This is the holy grail of 1965 Washington quarters. These coins should have been made with copper-nickel clad metal, but a few were accidentally struck on leftover silver plankets from 1964. Auction example: in 2014, a 1965 silver quarter graded MS67 by PCGS sold for over $7,000. In higher grades, or with perfect eye appeal, these coins can push $10,000 or more. 1965 quarter struck on a dime planchet. 10C error. Value: $2,000, $6,000 plus. Another bizarre and valuable error is when a 1965 quarter was struck on a dime planchet. These undersized plankets result in coins that are missing parts of the design around the edges. Auction example: one example graded by NGC sold for over $4,000, and prices continue to rise for verified specimens. 1965 quarter double struck or broad struck error. Value: $500 to $1,000 plus. These errors occur when the coin is struck more than once or struck outside the collar, resulting in misaligned designs, doubling, or a stretched look. Recent sales: a double struck 1965 quarter in high grade recently sold for $1,800. A broad struck version brought in $1,200. 1965 quarter struck on foreign planchet. Value: $3,000, $10,000 plus. This rare error involves a 1965 quarter being struck on a blank intended for a foreign coin. The U.S. Mint produced coins for other countries during this time, so mix-ups happened. Auction highlight: one such coin struck on a Philippine 5-centimo blank, sold for over $6,500. 1965 clipped planchet error quarter. Value: $200, $1,000 plus. These quarters were struck on plankets that had a portion accidentally clipped off before being fed into the press. While not as valuable as the others, dramatic clips with full dates and strong designs can sell for $500 to $1,000. How to tell if your 1965 quarter is silver or clad. Weight test. Silver, 6.25 grams. Clad, 5.67 grams. Use a precise digital scale. Even a tiny weight difference can mean big money. Edge test. Silver, solid silver color, no copper stripe. Clad, clear copper-colored line visible on edge. Sound test. Silver quarters have a distinct ringing sound. Clad quarters sound dull and short. Magnet test. Neither silver nor clad quarters are magnetic. If it sticks, it's fake or altered. Advanced test. Specific gravity test. If you're still not sure, you can perform a specific gravity test using water displacement. Silver has a higher specific gravity than clad coins. This test is often used by professionals to confirm authenticity. Market demand and collector craze. The rare error coins from 1965 are highly coveted by collectors for several reasons. It's a transition year. Silver coins dated 1965 aren't supposed to exist. Most people don't check for these coins, making them sleeper treasures. In short, these coins are rare, mysterious, and historically significant, all the ingredients for explosive market value. Where to look for 1965 rare quarters? You don't need to be a millionaire or own a coin shop to find these gimps. Here are the best places to search. Pocket change. Old coin jars, estate sales, coin rolls from banks. Flea markets and garage sales. Pro tip: focus on rolls of quarters from banks or coin machines, especially those that haven't been searched. Get IT graded, don't guess. If you suspect you found a rare 1965 error quarter, do a weight and edge test first. Avoid cleaning the coin. Submit it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading and authentication. A certified error coin can fetch 10x more than an ungraded one. Record-breaking sales of 1965 error quarters. Let's recap some of the highest prices ever recorded. $12,500 for a 1965 silver Planchet quarter graded MS67. $9,300 for a 1965 quarter struck on a dime Planchet. $7,500 for a double denomination error. $6,800 for a foreign Planchet strike. These aren't just rare coins, they're investments. Conclusion. That's right, some of these coins have the potential to reach six figures if they have the right combination of rarity, error type, and condition. Don't overlook the change in your car, wallet, or couch cushion. The 1965 Washington quarter might just be your ticket to a numismatic jackpot. Have you ever found a 1965 quarter that looks unusual? Drop a comment below. We might feature your coin in the next video. Remember, every coin tells a story, and some tell a story worth $100,000.